Hi folks, this is Chris Fanning for the Picton Gazette. Well, this week we have some news from Council, a very busy meeting at which Council approved the sale of the Queen Elizabeth School to New View Holdings, who will begin the development process that will ultimately result in a community services hub and 198 new apartments, half of which will be offered at affordable rates. That's by Eleanor Zitsche. Eleanor also has some of our federal election coverage with a profile of Kate Crothers, the federal NDP candidate in our riding. We're going to continue, of course, to profile candidates as the election approaches. Our editorial pages are concerned with things about the election. Media and democracy are a theme. A couple of letters are talking about election issues and including the importance of the CBC as a reliable news source, as opposed to the unchecked wasteland of social media. And this is the subject of Karen Valahora's editorial this week, which observes the emergence of the internet trolls into real life, most dangerously in the White House. Jason Parks has a number of items for us. We'll turn it over to Jason.
Thanks, Chris, and hello from the editor's desk. In the Picton Gazette this week, we dive into another locally produced song about what's happening south of the border. Russell Walker lives in Wapoose, and his song Horror Show, Elon and the Dictator, is picking up many views on YouTube. I've got a story on members of the Picton Dental Center who traveled to Uganda in January as part of a 25-member international mission to provide oral health care to nearly 2,000 residents. In sports, I've got a report on the U11 Otter Energy Kings who thrilled their fans in their OMHA Regional Championship Series last week against Bancroft. And at www.pictongazette.ca, I wrap up the U15 Heidelberg Materials Kings, who were in Halton Hills this past weekend to play in the OMHA Championships. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Jason. In the arts this week, Karen Valahora writes Up the Third Man. Made in 1949, it's consistently ranked as one of the greatest British films of all time. It's screening at the Regent on Monday as a part of our Books on Film series. Also in the arts, we've got an excerpt from Tom Harrison's fascinating book about Richard Nixon's visit to the county in 1957. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good week. I hope spring is with us to stay now. Good luck.